yet. I want to get less. I said, oh yes, most I get the praise.
Guiding me through the darkest night and my shiny days. It's a shiny day here in the Isle of Spice. Good morning, 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 good morning. I enjoy doing that. Good morning, Grenada, Caracol, PT Martinique. It's a bright, sunshiny Thursday morning. It is the 16th of July, 2020. Very happy to have each and every one of you tuning in to Good Morning Grenada. Those of you joining us on the GBN Television Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, those of you on the website www.gbn.gd, watching on GBN TV channel 7, 11, and 20, and the loyal listeners of Classic 105.5, 105.9, Hot 98.5, 98.7. It's a good day to have a good day. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Big up all your whole selves this morning. To all the regional brothers and sisters watching and listening this morning. Those of you in Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Antigua, Anguilla, Dominica, Barbados, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, the Bahamas, Bermuda, Anguilla, St. Kitts Nevis, Montserrat, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Guyana, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, whichever part of the region you are this morning, our South American brothers and sisters in Venezuela and Guyana, Suriname, good morning, everybody. Those of you in international waters, the UK, US, Switzerland, Sweden, whichever part of the world you are, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you will have a good day, are having a good day, have had a good day. That should cover everybody this morning. Let's do this. It's time for this morning's Word of the Day. This morning's word of the day is confabulate. Confabulate. C-O-N-F-A-B-U-L-A-T-E. Confabulate. It's a verb which means to talk informally, to hold a discussion, to fill in gaps in memory by fabrication. Confabulate. It is a fabulous word for making fantastic fabrications. Given the similarities in spelling and sound, you might guess that confabulate and fabulous come from the same root, and they do. It comes from the Latin word which refers to a conversation or a story. Confabulate is a relative newcomer appearing at the beginning of the 1600s. Word of the day this morning, confabulate, C-O-N-F-A-B-U-L-A-T-E, a verb which means to talk informally, to hold a discussion, to fill in gaps in memory by fabrication. An example of the use of the word: before accepting my offer to purchase their handmade quilt, Polly and Linda took a moment to confabulate. Another example of the use of the word: the two couples in each story get together, get drunk, become hungry, and confabulate. Word of the day, confabulate. C-O-N-F-A-B-U-L-A-T-E, a verb which means to talk informally, to hold a discussion, to fill in gaps in memory by fabrication. And this morning's inspirational quote of the day: a beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. A beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. Positive thoughts, negative thoughts, those that make us anxious, angry, sad, depressed, put them at the back of your mind. Lock them away in a different part of your mind. Start with a beautiful mindset, a positive mindset that today will be a good day. It's a good day to have a good day. Start with positivity, and you will surely have a better day than if you started negatively. So a beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. Not much celebrated today, at least not much that we would be interested in, but I'll highlight this one, which is Get to Know Your Customers Day. Get to Know Your Customers Day. It reminds businesses to reach out to patrons and get to know them better. The day is observed annually on the third Thursday of each quarter: January, April, July, and October. Get to know your customers there. There are businesses who know customers, regular customers, by face and by name and by what they purchase. So get to know your customers a little better today. That could help with the better customer service, which I think Grenada is lacking on a large scale. So at least start by getting to know your customers a little bit better, and hopefully that would do good things for the customer service of your individual businesses. All right, let's see what's happening. Y'all know I have to highlight, innit? The second test between West Indies and England, it has been delayed a little bit because of rain and wet conditions at the field. It is hopeful or should I say was? Let me see. Hold on. The plan was to start at 6:30 our time. 6:30 our time. Let's see. No, it has not started as yet. I guess the conditions at the outfield are still wet, but I'll be keeping an eye on the match, at what time it gets underway, and how the boys are doing. The West Indies are 1-0 in the lead in the Test series against England. Hopefully they're going to go up 2-0 at the end of this 4-day match. Let's hope for betterment and good things. The guys in maroon, we're West Indians. They don't always come through for us, but let's show them our support. They've started out well. Hopefully they can continue on that positive and winning streak that they are on. So West Indies, England, match delayed. The start of the match has been delayed. Hopefully they will get underway at soonest. Right. Yesterday, the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Implementation announced that they will be commencing rehabilitation work on the section of the Mount Parnassus Road between Valley View Drive and Dr. Belmar Driveway. The rehabilitation work is expected to start today, which means that portion of the road will be blocked off to vehicular traffic for a period of approximately 1 month in the first instance. The plan is for the project to take a month, but with the weather and circumstances, you never know what could happen. So let's say for the first month in the first instance. So that's a section of road between Valley View Drive and Dr. Belmar's Driveway in Mount Parnassus. And then immediately after that, work will commence on Marast Hill. That's a portion of road that broke away a few months ago. Following work in Mount Parnassus, they would start work on Marast Hill. So those of you who usually use those portions of roads, keep in mind that vehicular traffic has been blocked off first for the Mount Parnassus section between Valley View Drive and Dr. Belmar's Driveway, and then the Marast Hill work would start immediately after that. So take note, those of you who use that or those portions of road. And then tonight, it is the next stop in the Carnival City Virtual Carnival Experience, the Spice Mass Corporation. Tonight, we are expecting performances from former 3-time Soca Monarchs Looney Spark and Electrify, as well as Hyena, Jab and Sosa, a big tune, Kennedy Map, Laura Lisa, Chums and Davi, and many more. So be sure to tune in. Those of you who are interested in the Soca vibes and are missing the vibes, what should have been July is semi-final month. Tune in to the Spice Mass Corporation social media, specifically their Facebook. I believe they are on Instagram as well, from 7 to 9 p.m. tonight. 2 full hours of mass. So far, they've been going very well. So remember, tonight, Louis Spark, Electrify, Chums and Davi, Hyena, Jab and Sosa, Kennedy Map, Laura Lisa, and more. All right, let's get ready for the morning edition of news. Those of you on radio and those of you on television, we're going to bring you the repeat of last evening's newscast. This is Good Morning Grenada on Classic Hot and GBN. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Another step to economic recovery was taken today. Amidst fears of COVID-19 cases re-entering the country, the Morris Bishop International Airport resumed flights. Minister for Tourism and Civil Aviation, Dr. Clarice Modeste-Kerwin, has been looking ahead. She shared her perspectives on GBN's To The Point program today.
25 Grenadians returned home today from Trinidad on board a Caribbean Airlines flight as the Maurice Bishop International Airport reopened to regional flights. This means that Trinidad is on the list of regional countries considered as safe zones. This phase of the reopening applies to regional and chartered flights. Minister for Tourism and Civil Aviation, Clarice Modeste-Kerwin, explains who would or would not be allowed to enter the country. She said protocols that should be followed were given strict consideration. Countries are categorized into 3 areas according to the minister: green, yellow, and red.
So green meant that you coming from a safe, well, relatively safe place or low risk, let's put it that way. Nowhere is really safe now from this COVID. So from a low risk area, and that involves mostly the Caribbean region. because most have done pretty well in either keeping out the disease or when they found it in containing it and managing it. We had the yellow or the amber, which Canada is part of, UK and most other European countries, and of course the red zone, which you have some countries, our neighbor in US is in a red zone, and the statistics attest to that.
Based on the zones persons are coming from, accommodations will be designated accordingly. Retrofitting at the MBIO has also taken place to accommodate incoming passengers.
Airport, which is our first port of entry, we had to do a lot of work there, infrastructural works that would separate the service, the person who's providing the service from the customer, with the Perspex glass and all of these things. Also, infrastructural work included separating the arrival area so that persons who had to be tested were taken to one spot and then going over to immigration and to customs. We had to have an isolation room just in case someone showed an elevated temperature or showed any other symptoms. That person would immediately be pulled out from the line and taken to an isolation room.
There are concerns of people coming from the red zone, which is not allowed at this time, may find their way into the country by other means. The minister explains measures in place.
What we have done is we've spoken with immigration, the police and immigration, on that they have to review very carefully the passport to see what stamps are in the passport. They are also working on something that is called an advanced passenger information with international organizations to try to get a sense early upfront of who is traveling and where they're going to and that sort of thing.
The planned reopening of the MBIA to international flights is set for August 1st. Christina John, GBN News.
A developing situation, and of course our news team will continue to follow and bring you developments as they come to hand. They fussed and they felt verbally. They fussed and they fought, but they had no choice but to pack up and walk today. Vendors at the St. George's Market could be seen removing their goods from the premises in preparation for improvement work. GBN's Rena Pear has been following that story.
Was the atmosphere at the St. George's Market this morning as vendors took apart their small booths to facilitate the proposed infrastructural work to be done on the market. According to the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Implementation, the work will enhance the ambience of the market and support compliance with the sanitization requirements of the COVID-19 protocol. GBN spoke to Michael Batiste, a vendor who welcomed the initiative.
You know, that movement here is not a bad movement because what I heard on the news is that they're trying to do some refurbishment, which I've been begging for that since 2003. So let's hope we get something proper, what we had asked for in the early days. We get a proper concrete covering so the weather don't really disturb us. You know, proper suitable tables, because the tables and these wooden tables deteriorate so fast, it's unbelievable. The government is losing money by doing that. You can see the rots and everything, you know. So if they had to come with something appropriate this time, not no little petty shelter.
Batiste said the market is a tourist attraction that should be maintained.
The central part here, the center of commerce, your market, you have to be presentable. And if it's not presentable, we lose sale. And over the past years, that's our problem here. Because the deplorable state of the market, people refuse to come, even local. Because the way the thing is kept, you know, what it is, let the people check themselves right now and look a new way forward. Because it won't be as normal as the world say, you know, it will be a different thing. So we're looking for proper state-of-the-art place for we to sell with goods.
Sanitization work continues on the market as persons could be seen power washing the compound Wednesday. The market will be opened to some of the vendors who are placed inside buildings to operate from Friday this week. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
And in related news, one of Grenada's cultural icons wishes that people had a greater level of respect for market vendors. Mr. Livingston Nelson says the value of the country's marketplace is often overlooked. Nelson brought the issue into sharp focus on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program on Monday. Joseph Cador reports.
When you go to the St. George's Market, you are greeted by a wide array of colors and texture. It represents a potpourri of all things Grenadian, from ground provision and fruits to local herbs and spices. Livingston Nelson says many take this coming together of Grenadianism for granted, but it is time to stop and think about what the market really represents.
Because the marketers are what you call the soul or the salt of the Grenadian people. If you go to the market and you are able to speak or you're able to understand as a visitor, if you're able to understand the lingo, the language that is spoken there, you are going to be able to speak to any Grenadian in any other walk of life.
Nelson says people may not recognize it, but each booth, tray of product tells of a story about Grenada's geography.
At the St. George's Market in particular, we have representation from every parish, maybe apart from Carriacou and Pitimati, every parish. We have persons, and then what happened again, you have the geographic spread. You might have people from particular parts of the island that comes with a speciality, like Willis is probably known mainly for seasoning. St. David is probably known mainly for the breadfruit, St. Andrew for the watermelon, cantaloupe, coconut, etc., etc.
And if sales may be slow on any given day, that does not mean that the rich exchanges cease. Nelson says one just needs to listen out of the conversation that elicits a smile or creates bonds and lasting friendships. Nelson believes that the time has come for a cessation of the everyday humdrum of life to allow for a national conversation of the true value of local market life.
But again, when I mentioned the salt and the soul of the Grenadian culture, you get that in the market because of the many things that happen. The way we speak, the way people speak to each other, the way they flirt. In the market, you have a lot of flirting going on, but mind you, it is something that is contagious for one day. It is there in the day, and usually, to my opinion, it doesn't spread beyond that. But you know, people call each other in the real Grenadian area, like auntie, uncle, sweetheart, Dudu darling, grandpa, grandma, those kind of things are them, and the kind of jokes that is taking place. So when you go to the market, you get a sense of this Grenadianness, this feeling of being Grenadian. So the market is like this, as I said, this melting pot, this area where you get a chance to seriously experience Grenadian culture.
At its peak, he believes that $1 million at Grenada's marketplaces around the island on a weekly basis. Joseph Cador, GBN News.
Minister for Tourism Dr. Clarice Modeste Kerwin is challenging people to bring the proof that popular tourist attraction sites around the island and the historic St. George's Market have been sold. The minister addressed the rumors and sought to clear the air on the matter on GBN's To The Point program this morning. She challenged the critics to bring forth the evidence to show that the government has sold the Annandale Waterfall and the St. George's Vendors Market.
Sale of everything, every government asset now is the word, and the word on the street. And it is not true. And maybe you as a reporter can, or as a media person, would want to investigate. And I invite media persons to do that. And sometimes people can say all kinds of things, but many times they cannot substantiate. And therefore, if they have the facts, let them bring it. And this is a challenge I'm putting out here. Let them bring the evidence of the sale, of the market, of Grenada and even Annandale.
Dr. Modeste Kerwin also addressed concerns surrounding the Grenada leak.
The gates were closed primarily because the gate was one of the sides of the gate was broken and they had to be mended, but also because of the COVID situation and the closure of sites. All our sites were closed. Workers were sent home. There were no staff, and so on. And it was left closed that way, I guess, because, I guess the attention wasn't paid to opening the door. More focus was being made on getting ready.
Minister for Tourism, the Honorable Clarice Modeste Kerwin. And moving on to the legal front, Crown Counsel in the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Mr. Brendan Latouche, has been providing clarity following the sentencing of Twilly Joseph for the murder of Ariel Bowler. Amidst public concerns, Latouche says the criminal code prevents the pronouncement of a death sentence against the convict since he was a juvenile. We learn more in this report.
Twilly Joseph of Frequente St. George was arrested and charged on the 14th day of November 2017 for the offense of capital murder in connection with causing the death of Ariel Bowler, also of the same address. At the time of the offense, he was 17 years old, and the deceased, Ariel, was 8 years old. On the 3rd of December 2019, Twilly was convicted by a jury of his peers for the said offense, and on the 9th of July 2020, he was sentenced. According to a press release issued by the DPP's office, in sentencing, the judge considered various reports, including psychiatric, psychological, social inquiries, and also submissions from both the prosecution and the defense. In the end, Joseph was sentenced to a fixed term of imprisonment of 30 years and 5 months to run from the date of sentencing. In addition, the court attached 2 ancillary orders to the convict's sentence, that being that he be further assessed and treated by a psychiatrist and a psychologist to address his sexual perversion, anger/violence issues, and substance use. In default of same, a further 2 years of imprisonment will be added to his original sentence, and that he receives training in a skill or trade of his choice. In default of same, a further 2 years of imprisonment will be added to his original sentence. Latouche explained that the combined effect of the Criminal Code and the Juvenile Justice Act was that the maximum sentence the convict could have received was a fixed term of imprisonment short of life. He further stated that it should be noted that although the offense of capital murder provides for a sentence of death by virtue of Section 230A(8) of the Criminal Code, such pronouncement could not be made against a convict as he was a juvenile at the time the offense was committed. Subsection of that provision, Section 230A, mandates that in alternative, the juvenile shall be sentenced to a period of imprisonment for a term deemed appropriate by the court. Additionally, Section 64, number 1 of the Juvenile Act provides that a sentence of life imprisonment shall not be imposed on a child, which legally means a person under the age of 18.
And there's a casting call. 710 Films is hosting the casting call for an upcoming Grenadian reality show entitled Treasure Island. It will be produced by Glenda Cox. We'll get more in this dispatch.
Glenda N. Cox has been living in the United States since the age of 12. She has been a television producer for over 10 years, involved in shows like The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Oprah Behind the Scenes, Making the Band, Being Bobby Brown, and more. The Grenadian, who has been on the island since March due to the coronavirus, is set on a new project called Treasure Island, a Grenadian reality show.
Okay, so it is it's a reality show, a reality game show, and the contestants are going to have different challenges to complete in order to get to the grand prize. I can't give you an example because most of them is what I plan on having them do, but it's challenging. It's something like The Amazing Race. So they'll be, you know, just going around the island, they're performing different challenges, answering trivia questions. So they have to be really knowledgeable about their country and what the history of their country. And if they don't, they'll get eliminated. So it's 20 people, 10 teams, and at the end, one team will win.
The aim is to give her island of birth and its people a chance to show their talent to the world, as well as giving persons in the film industry exposure. Cox is holding a casting call for 20 Grenadian contestants between the ages of 18 and 50 who are physically fit without any underlying health conditions, and 2 hosts, a male and female, between the ages of 21 and 30 for the exciting new series.
So I'm looking for someone who has 2 people that have charisma, who are energetic, who are camera ready, who are always wanted to be part of television, just entertainers. Again, 1 female, 1 male. And that we need them to send their headshots, their Instagram, anything that they have, and then I will contact them through after that process.
The television producer plans to visit other Caribbean countries so they can have the opportunity to be a contestant on the show as well. Persons interested in hosting the show can email svn10casting@gmail.com by Monday, July 20th. The deadline for contestants is August 1st. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
And we're going back to legal news. News in from the police is that they have charged a 45-year-old man, Alan Thomas, also known as Cabbage of St. David, with non-capital murder of 55-year-old Angus Blestill, also known as Snackit. Thomas walked into the police station in St. David hours after a stabbing incident which occurred in a shop in the community of Thebaid last Friday. Thomas made his first court appearance on Tuesday and has been remanded to the Richmond Hill prison. Meanwhile, the police say they are continuing their investigations into the death of Karen Tannis, who is believed to have been chopped by unknown assailants of Gladstone Road, Grenville. Tannis was pronounced dead at the Princess Alice Hospital, Mirabel, on Saturday. We will continue to check in with the police and follow those stories and bring you the updates as they are made available. And now we're looking at culture. Everything is virtual. Virtual Carnival City, Cyber, Groovy, and Power Soca events. All these to accommodate the carnival lovers, as there'll be no Spice Mass this year. But how do people feel about not being able to celebrate as per usual? Christina John has been putting a finger on the pulse.
In lieu of Spice Mass this year, a number of virtual shows would go online. However, one man is asking, is it a wise decision for promoters and the Spice Mass Corporation to host virtual carnival events? He calls it emotional trauma.
Seeing that this year, within the period of the COVID-19 situation, disease, I think that the promotion of Carnival this year virtually or anyhow should totally be null. They shouldn't have no form of promotion, because trying to promote Carnival in a sense virtually by showing off the different packages or whatever it is, that would only heighten the people, and when the time come closer, they will not able to have any control of the people behavior pattern due to the means of the hype.
How do others feel about the whole aspect of not having the physical jump up on the streets for Juve or the live crowning of the king on the Marchgras night?
It shouldn't have no carnival right now, because this virus will be outside it. It probably could be a problem. Right now we 0% in corona, and let's stay so forever until this thing get over.
It's gonna cause a disaster concerning the corona, and if we go on a carnival, next thing we have an outbreak in the country, where things gonna happen and everything. So they say no carnival, no carnival.
One individual believes there should be a balance between economical gain and safety, and what should be given priority at this time.
Both ways, we have to be balanced when we come into conclusions. The economic impact will always be felt by persons who depends on carnival for livelihood. The increase in economic activities around this time cannot, be pushed aside.
Which aspect of the calendar event would be mostly missed? People responded.
The Juve. You see, Juve, I love Juve. And you won't have that. So that's the part I will miss out. I love Juve. Right? I always like to jump up between the jab. I'm black myself, but I like to jump up between the jab. But I would not miss it.
The thing I would miss basically is my Juve. Because we need the Juve to vent. Sometimes, we wait for that one time of the year to just let it go, and it's Juve morning. And yeah, I'm going to miss my Juve.
Carnival is something that I always admire, but my favorite part of Carnival I usually love is Juve morning.
Everything about Carnival. For me, I'm a cultural person, and I love to see people happy around this time. The majority of people tend to be with that frame of mind where they would express themselves, and people need that.
Christina John, GBN News.
Well, virtual carnival, and the churches are also doing some virtual activities. Gospel Explosion, that's the theme for the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventist first ever virtual series. The theme comes as the world is currently in a crisis with the coronavirus pandemic and other issues. The first message for the series, which begins on Saturday, will be a word of hope in a time of crisis, a message everyone should hear. President of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Dr. Clinton Lewis, says the secret to overcoming any crisis is to do so through Christ.
Our world is in crisis, and many individuals are finding it very difficult to cope. Some are even giving up hope. This is why we have planned this series to communicate to everyone that in the midst of this and any crisis, they can live with peace and hope.
Dr. Lewis explained what the series will entail.
We will share information and principles from God's Word, the Bible, that will enrich the experience of every listener. The series aims at addressing our needs spiritually, socially, mentally, and physically. Every listener will be blessed.
The virtual series will begin on Saturday at 9 a.m. and continues nightly from 7:20 and will be accessible via YouTube and Facebook. And we're going on to some youth training now. 3 Grenadian entrepreneurs are about to start the OECS Caribbean Export Coaching Program. The OECS and the Caribbean Export Development Agency launched a technical assistance and coaching program last Wednesday. It's aimed at strengthening the entrepreneurial and leadership skills of 14 young entrepreneurs from 6 countries in the Eastern Caribbean, including Grenada. The program covers business plan development, financial analysis, operations management, sales, marketing and branding, human resource management. Participants will also cover proposal development, product and quality assurance, legal and regulatory framework, ethical and sustainable business trends, ICT, and e-commerce. Grenada's Bevan Shadell Charles and Tony Pear are among the participants. Of course, we wish them well.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from Housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority Authority of Grenada. You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Whenever we're faced with difficulties, we find comfort in those we know and trust. This is especially true when a loved one has died.
Welcome to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
For over 100 years, Otway Bailey Funeral Home has helped families celebrate the lives of their loved ones with compassion and dignity. Our affordability, attention to detail, warm and caring staff has contributed us being the funeral home of choice for official and state funerals. We treat you as we would treat our own family. All of our services are designed to help you get through one of the most personal and challenging stages of life, whether it's planning a funeral, joining our burial society, or pre-arrangements. You can be assured of the Otway Bailey commitment to consistently provide the most caring and professional service possible with the best options and price. So call us 440-2558 or visit our website otwaybaileyfuneralhome.org.
At Otway Bailey, we offer the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Your mental health is important to us. Treating someone differently because they had the disease is discrimination. It creates feeling of fear and anger. End stigma and discrimination against suspected persons, their families, and those who may become infected with COVID-19. Be kind. They are Grenadians too.
Need help and support? Contact us on 440-4787 or 440-2269. A message from the Psychosocial Support Unit of the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Community Empowerment, Grenada, with additional support from the Pan American Health Organization, the OECS, and UNICEF.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
5 things you need to know about self-isolation. Stay home. If you are told to self-isolate, it means staying at home, not going to work, school, or other public places, and you should not have any visitors. Separate yourself. If you live with others, then you need to stay in a well-ventilated bedroom with the door shut. If you have to share a bathroom, then use it after everyone else. Don't share towels and toiletries, as this may put others at risk. Call ahead. If you develop symptoms such as a fever or cough, then seek advice first by calling the Ministry of Health's hotline at 538-4787 or 458-4787. Please do not show up at a medical center or hospital, as this may put others at risk. Take care with waste. If you test positive, your waste should be double bagged and disposed of separately. Create a buddy system. If you live on your own, you can plan with friends and family to check in with each other and run essential errands if one becomes sick. Once sick, they should leave groceries on the doorstep. Why it's important. COVID-19 causes a mild illness for 4 out of 5 persons. Self-isolating will help protect the older generation and those who may have underlying health problems from getting infected.
Long ago, the strength of Grenadians was in their arms as they worked the lands to get food for the table. Nowadays, most Grenadians' plate is packed with lots of starch and meat, little or no vegetables, plenty fried foods, and they wash that down with something sweet while sitting in front of screen. Hard work and exercise seem to be out of style, and lifestyle diseases are becoming the fashion of the day and claiming many lives. Let's make a change to live longer. Let us grow and enjoy a variety of natural and safe, fresh vegetables and fruits every day. Use our local fresh seasoning and spices to make our traditional dishes healthier and avoid highly processed foods, snacks, and drinks. Drink more water every day to help your body function better. Get moving every day and trade some screen time to share and enjoy healthy family meals. Choose healthy foods and healthy lifestyle. Follow the healthy choices for healthy living guidelines for Grenadians.
The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council remind you to boost your immune system and give yourself a fighting chance against COVID-19. Consume foods that are rich in vitamin C, like fruits and vegetables. For example, oranges, grapefruit, mandarin, lemon, spinach, cabbage, and tomatoes. Vitamin B6 and folic acid that is found in chicken, turkey, fish, grain foods like oats, bread, local provisions, dry beans, and peas. Another immune system booster is vitamin E, found in nuts, corn, sunflower or canola oils, and leafy vegetables like spinach, broccoli, and kale. Iron, zinc, and vitamin D are also important to strengthen your immunity. So try foods like lean meats, eggs, lentils, mackerel, tuna, and jacks. Our local spices ginger, clove, and turmeric, among others, can help decrease inflammation and support the immune system. Remember to practice safe food handling. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, reminding you that a strong immune system is one of the best ways to fight COVID-19.
Hello and welcome to the OECS Link.
A conversation is a talk. Informal but informed.
Hello, Dr. Jules.
Hi, how are you?
Between two or more people in which news and ideas are exchanged.
A lot of adjustments have to happen at every level.
Coming to you from around the Eastern Caribbean, join us every week on this station as we build relationships that uplift our region.
And I would encourage persons to go to the OECS Facebook page.
Tell us what's happening in your country and your community.
Find us on all social media platforms.
Email your pictures and videos to media@oecs.int.
The OECS Link is powered by Republic Bank.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11, K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
Greetings, everyone. I hope this message meets.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. Those of you just joining us, grateful to have you. Those of you that stuck with us, thank you for your patience. Let's get into it. This morning, we're going to start with the topic of the day. We have an interview a little later in the program, but we're going to start the discussion here with us as usual. This morning, the topic of the day. Now, for the past, for the whole of 2020 so far, the topic of discussion worldwide has been the COVID-19 pandemic, the coronavirus. We have had a lot of changes over the past few months. People have been adopting to the new normal. There have been negatives and positives coming out of the entire situation related to the pandemic. This morning, we're going to look at the positives. Everybody dwells on the negative. Travel is not like it used to be. We have to wear a mask and we can't breathe. Hand sanitizer everywhere you go. But there should be positives coming out of this. So let's look at the positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. What do you think have been some of the greatest positives coming out of this? It could be a personal positive, whether something that it has helped you in a way that it has helped you, or it could be a way that it has helped the world adapt, or the positives that coming out of the pandemic for Grenada or any other country in the world. Let's look at some positives coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic. That's the topic of the day. The positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let me know what you think they are. Hit me up on the landline 435-2041. You can also message me on the WhatsApp. It's also 435-2041. But please, only written messages on the WhatsApp. No voice or video calls, no YouTube links, no pictures, videos, voice notes, only written messages on the WhatsApp, please. You can also participate via the GBN Television Facebook page and the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel. This morning, we're looking at the positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's see what they are. First caller, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine,
All right. What do you think are some of the positives of the pandemic?
Well, you have positive in the world. The whole world are positive.
In what way?
Well, you could, and the whole, perhaps, I can see the positive in America. I can see the positive in England.
So
can see the positive in Jamaica.
Don't tell me where you're not seeing the positive.
Neither Trinidad.
Don't tell me where you're not seeing the positive. Tell me where you are seeing positives.
I don't see the positive in Grenada.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
We're looking at the positives. We're not dwelling on the negatives. We're not dwelling on where it's not working. Positivity. There has to be positives. It could be for you personally. Personally, one of the positives that have come from COVID-19 pandemic is family time. We have spent a lot of time together over the past few months, and I appreciate that, because to me, family is the most important thing after God. Once you have that tight family relationship, and that COVID-19 has worked for us. Yes, we haven't been able to see each other, but the way that we have communicated, it has taught us that we don't have to see each other to keep in touch and to share love and to giggle and grin like we usually do. So positive for me for COVID-19 is the strengthening of my family's bond. Oh gosh, I'm coming through with it now. All right, back to the phone lines. Positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. That's all.
Morning. I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
All right.
I'm a construction worker.
Uh-huh.
And I see some positive in it. First of all, health. Right? In construction, some places have ways going in bush and urinate, bush and stool and things like that. And now we go back to work in construction field. We see the construction people and then putting toilets in facilities for us. Pipes to wash your hands. You know, construction men is that sort of thing where you get something to eat, you just drop it in your hand and you eat. You know? But now we're doing that with real health care. You understand? And I see positive in Grenada. A lot of positives take place in Grenada. You have a lot of negatives, but you have a lot of positives. People really united with the family better, and people united with one another better too. And a lot of Grenadians getting more health conscious. You know what I mean? So you have a lot of positive in it, while you have negative. But to me, I look for the positive. Every time I look at something, it's the positive. I never look at something negative yet. And in my family, and then we always tell you that. And my children, everybody could tell you. I always tell them, look at the positive. Never check on the negative.
I agree. Thank you so much. Thank you. I agree. We're putting more thought into staying healthy. I agree with that part, caller, as well as the other things that you've said. We're looking at the positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. What do you think they are? Whether it was a personal positive for you, or a positive of the country or the rest of the world. What do you think they are? Let me check the social media. I saw some... okay, hold on. Right, let's go. A positive is going up in forms without doing exams. Somebody else says, people who never checked upon you was calling to see if you are all right and your family. Somebody says, dirty people got a chance to become clean. We're looking at positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great.
I always see things not differently, but I always see the positive side of things. Out of bad always come and good. And I see the manifestation of God's word within the whole of the world, because it's a pandemic. And in the last days, the Bible says certain things will happen. So there's good out of this whole thing. The whole country will be restructured, and restructured for positivity and not negativity. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, caller. Looking at the positives of the COVID-19 pandemic, we're not dwelling on the negativity. Everything has a positive. You might have to look harder sometimes than others, but I'm sure you could find a positive in something. Everything happens for a reason, and I firmly believe that. Good morning.
Morning, Blossom.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm great.
Well, I'm saving some money. If you can't go nowhere, you can spend.
Big facts. Big facts. Thank you. Somebody on YouTube says, family time and to see how the government helps the needy. Let me see what's on Facebook. Let me go back on WhatsApp. A WhatsApper says, positive of COVID was that because I still am fortunate to have a job, I was able to save more money than I am usually able to do. Because of that, I can now help my other family members with whose jobs are affected. Quality time with family has also increased, and family activities. Somebody else says, I've eaten much more vegetables and fish than usual, trying to strengthen the immune system to combat the virus. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, mother. Fingers crossed. Good morning.
Good morning, Doctor.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right. What are some of the positives of the COVID-19 pandemic?
Because of COVID and there was no gamble, play away lotto, I was able to save money and increase my poultry farm. Now I'm picking up eggs and I don't have to play with. Thank God for COVID.
Amen. Thank you. She's picking up eggs that she don't have to play with. Positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Good morning.
Morning, Blossom.
Morning, Tanti. How you do?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm great.
Well, I did the holding on.
It's all right. Stay there holding on.
Yeah, I want to hold on to God.
Amen. What were the positives of COVID-19 for you?
Well, I think the positive, we are on the Lord's side. We are on God's side, and He's protecting us all from Grenada and all the parts of the world that have this thing going on. This coronavirus is not something that you could see on this positive one side. It's something that they always there, and it's coming through your body. You don't know where it's coming from. It's like a breeze blowing. We have to thank God that we are alive in Grenada, and we are all negative and not positive. Positive is not something we want. Positive is something that you have something. If I go to get a test and they tell me I'm positive, I don't want what's going on. We want negative. We don't want positive. We want to live in peace. We want to have love for one another. Be able to walk the street without a mask in our face. We thank God for having us here. Without God, we are nothing in the world, and we must live for God. And just pray, always pray for the people of the world, especially American people. It is not going in negative at all, always positive. Every day you put 1,000 and millions of people dying from this virus. It's not good for the world. This is God's way, and He said, wait on the Lord, and He's going to send a cure for the virus. But if we keep on doing all the wrong things in the world, we cannot get no good from it. We have to go on the right side. And when we're talking about people that are not positive, not wearing their masks and so, the police would say they don't wear their mask. But the police know what they are doing, and if they cover up their eyes, they won't see the wrong. So they have to keep the mask with them, so it's something they could put on the mask on their face, but they have to be on their alert. We have to pray for them. We have to talk to them. I will meet them and try to say, I pray for you. They say, thank you for your prayer. Because they are the one that help to protect and help save lives.
Okay.
We must not say too much about the law. The law is there to protect us. When something happens, we call 911. We can't call nobody else. Because if we don't have the law, we don't have nobody in the world.
All right.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. What were some of the good coming out of the pandemic? It has taken a toll on the world, whether it's economically or otherwise, but there have been positives coming out of it. That's what we're looking at this morning. Good morning.
Morning.
How you do?
I'm good.
All right. What are some of the positives?
Well, the positive thing is that I'm spending more time with my kids now because I lost my job. I was only working. I had no time for myself to do nothing. So I have every time now to spend with my kids, and I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad. Sorry about the job, but family time is important.
Money is not everything, eh?
Big facts.
Yeah, I didn't have no time now even to go to school meetings, nothing. I was just working, and you see, they spit me out, but that's for good.
That's for good.
Because I'm enjoying myself.
Bigger and better is in store for you.
Obviously.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right. Exactly. Look at the good in everything. Let's see what's on Facebook. Somebody on Facebook says, backyard planting is back in full effect. Proper hygiene is practiced more. The country got a chance to heal. The air smells sweeter. You put LOL, but I agree. The air smells sweeter. Well, before we started to go back to activities, the air, it was cleaner, it was crisper. I agree with you. And the planting, you see in the back of my house, barely a space to pass. Barely space, yes. Somebody else says, some of us prayed like we never prayed before. True. Somebody said, people who never see near the gym now walking up and down in the park and streets. Even the seniors will give you a great race for your money. Yes, the pungs. You have to walk off the quarantine pungs. Somebody else says the whole of NYC walking now, day and night. Grenada too. I'm seeing so many people on the road when I come into work on mornings. Let's see, positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Somebody on WhatsApp says, for me, was spending time with my family and getting to know the challenges my daughter and son faced on a day-to-day basis with the kids in school. Now I understand what they were going through. Ooh. negative in the positive, but it's a positive nevertheless. Somebody else says, family time, co-workers and neighbors became my extended family. Phone lines, good morning.
Morning, my dear.
Morning, how you do?
Good, and you?
I'm great.
Great.
All right, what were some of the positives?
No, I just want to say something before the other thing. I do hope that all these positive people are alluding to, right? Okay, like the backyard garden, more time with their families, whatever. I just hope when things get back to normal, that these things would continue. Because what happened, we just started with something good, and nice. And as things get back to normal, everything gone scared. Everybody forget what they used to do then, right. what they should be doing.
Okay.
So I just hope that that all the good things that's going on now, that it is not thrown out the window when things get back to to normal. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah, man, we'll keep at it for the most part. Positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let me see what's cooking on the social media before I go back to the phone. Somebody says, a positive, the realization that the Almighty is closer than we think. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, I'm getting some much needed rest and getting fit. Somebody else says, more people are health conscious. Back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Yes, Citizen Welsh. Good morning. Greetings. Listen, Citizen Welsh. You know what I dreamed last night? I dreamt myself on a big bike I used to ride. How things come around. So this morning I feel as fit as a fiddle and I feel to talk. But here this.
You're all right. Go ahead.
Let me tell you, Citizen Welsh. Positives? Oh, there's so many, but we have to encapsulate them. There are many. At least we have come to understand, because of how things are unfolding before us, our deficiencies, our incompetencies. And of course, these things that we've seen before should constitute elements for our betterment as we move forward. So we'll cut it short into 3 words, which can form a sort of acronym. TAT. T-A-T. These 3 words, it is well, because we can go on talking for about 6 hours about the subject. Truth alone triumphs. If we pay attention to the Citizen Welsh and look into it, we see what's unfolding before our eyes, the things that some of us have spoken about. Nobody pays heed. Truth alone triumphs. Do have a nice day, will you, Citizen Welsh?
Thank you very much, Citizen Rollo. You do the same. Enjoy your Thursday. Facebook, our eating habits changed and more people are more health conscious, and the other hand, men get to stay home and do the things they've been begging them to do all the time. Also, men were cooking and baking, getting a taste of the kitchen. That's true, Is 2 things my husband fix on? Yes, the little bly. WhatsApp. COVID-19 helped people find themselves. New small businesses rose up, hidden talents were discovered, entrepreneurship was heightened. Having that lockdown and quiet time only left you to think about you and your family's future. Stifled dreams rose out of the dust like a phoenix. Bless COVID-19 for that. It rose like a phoenix. You're telling me what lyrics? Good morning.
Good morning, Blossom.
How you do?
I'm all right.
All right. What were some of the positives for you?
Positive things with husband spend more time with the wife and children. They see things to do in the house, and the most one day draw themselves close to God and read more.
True. That's true. Thank you so much, caller. We're looking at positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Somebody on WhatsApp says, whether for or against the government, they try their utmost best. Eat what you grow and grow what you eat. Somebody else says, wives get more time from their husbands. The excuse of going to the office after receiving phone calls could not work. No more entanglement. No more entanglements in the dance. Let's see. Somebody else on WhatsApp says it has brought out underlying health issues, health conditions that would have otherwise gone unnoticed for quite some time. It got us familiarized with ourselves with technology such as Zoom. It pushed some people to bring out their talent and be innovative. They were able to employ themselves. Another WhatsApper says, COVID has brought my husband and I closer together. It showed me the biggest, hold on, I'm trying to think of another word to what this person has. It's not fit for air. It showed me that the biggest, let me say enemy now. The biggest enemy in terms of countries is actually the USA, because I can't say what you have here, WhatsApper. Oh, great week. And somebody else on WhatsApp says, I don't have to worry about what I have to wear for work. I could work in my nightie. Yes, it's too okay. I'm gonna put my business on the streets, but I feel you, right? I feel you. Back to the phone line. Good morning.
Morning, Blossom.
Morning, how you do?
How you doing? Good.
All right, go ahead.
Them man and them who rent in place for the woman, especially the married men and them, they can't leave and go. So they have to, the young lady have to leave the apartment. She can't pay the rent. I'm sorry for them married man and them. Thanks.
Thank you. I hope you're not one of them, and I hope you're not talking from personal experience. Oh, great. No more entanglements, caller. No more entanglements. Let's see what's on Facebook. Caller, what me in trouble? Somebody on Facebook says, I am living in the know. I am living my best life ever, for tomorrow is not promised to any of us. More attention to the wife than the outside side chick. Well, how they go wrong, and it's her side chick, and have to be worrying about that in these COVIDious times. Good morning.
Morning, greetings, Blossom.
Morning.
Well, the positive for me is that I think our people in the world, as a race of people, black people, will get much more conscious of who we are and join the family links internationally, so we can see what part we have to play for each other, because we see how the world going with all the experience we had through the COVID, and we see the behavior of lawmen that's supposed to take the law and put it in discipline, and we see all these things. So the positive is that I think our people are more enlightened historically, so we can see a better future and teach our children better. Give thanks, my dear.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for your contribution. We have to take a break. Let me scroll through the WhatsApp to make sure I got everybody's contributions. Somebody on Facebook says, COVID helped me to receive a hamper from the Salvation Army. We are used to it on Christmas time only. One more WhatsApp message. Somebody says, COVID taught us patience as we had to stand in long lines and wait. I still didn't have a little patience when it came to that long line and them. All right, that's it. Let's take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to have an interview to be carried here on Good Morning Grenada. Stick and stay. This is Hot, Classic, and GBN.
I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and the programs including Financial Literacy Quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso Program, Junior Cooperatives in Secondary Schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC Grants. The Credit Union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member, so what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Greetings, everyone. I hope this message meets you and yours in the best of health as we join in encouraging all to act responsibly.
COVID-19 presents the most serious
and deadly challenge any of us will experience in our lifetimes.
We must act now.
We need to keep the Caribbean safe.
We can all help to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Please stay at home.
So Caribbean people, please stay home.
Caribbean people, please stay at home.
Please stay home. It's that simple. This too shall pass. But for now, stay home.
Stay in your yard. Stay home, stay safe.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is 13 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. We're going to get into an interview. This morning I have joining us virtually is Administrator at Gavin Plast Distributors of Spice Gas, Shireen Williams. She was here a few weeks ago and she's here to bring some more exciting news for us. Morning, Shireen.
Good morning, Blossom, and good morning to all your listeners.
Happy to have you back with us this morning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. The pleasure is all mine.
All right, let's get into it. Last time you were here, you were telling us about a KFC promotion. When you say KFC, you say Blossom. So just tell us the latest with that before we get into what's popping for July.
Okay, so the last time I was there, we had a June promotion. As I said, with Spice Gas, we have monthly promotion. You can always win with Spice Gas. So our last promotion was $50 voucher and a $20 meal at KFC. And the lucky winner was Miss Maria Williams.
And how did it remind us about how the promotion went and how she emerged the winners with the draw and so on?
Okay, so with the promotion, as long as you purchase one of our gas, you can be a refill or new purchase. You will be supplied with a form where you fill up your name, your number, your address, and the cylinder number. Then you submit it back to the retailer and they submit it to us.
And when was
at the end of the month, we have a draw and then we would have one lucky winner.
All right, and now we're getting into July. What's the promotion for July?
Ooh, as you speak about July, with Spice Gas is July Madness. So I'm so excited about this promotion. With July Madness, you get a chance to win 1 out of 4 prizes, right? So the same procedure, you buy a gas, you fill out the form, you put your name, your number, the cylinder number on that form, and you submit it. The prices are, I think I need a drum roll for this. The prices are, you need to give me a drum roll, Blossom. Okay, great. So the prices are 1 blender, 1 microwave, 1 standing pan, and a trip for 2 to True Blue Bay Resort.
All right.
It doesn't get any better than this. Imagine this, you're cooking safely and then boom, you're relaxing by the pool.
So put on my name for the True Blue. Hold on, wait. Put on my name. In fact, put on my name for all. Or according to my co-worker, ALK Al. Morning, Christina.
Okay, great. I'll keep that in mind.
So how has participation been with the promotions and people actually participating? Have you had a wide cross-section?
It has been good. It has been good. We have been expanding. We have, right now, our team by next week, the entire week of next week, we will be in Carriacou. We will have special promotions to be announced for the entire week of Carriacou. So we are not leaving out anybody. We are going right, wrong, Grenada. Right, wrong. So anybody could get a chance to win. All they have to do is keep updated. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you have all the latest information. As I said, with Spice Gas, you can always win. You get a deal.
Remind me why I should use Spice Gas.
When I say Spice Gas, let me just eliminate the word Spice Gas. I'm just going to say cleaner, safer, lighter, rust-free, explosion-proof, translucent. Imagine you could see how much gas you have remaining. You don't have to guess, no guessing game. You can actually see the amount of gas that is remaining, right? So with Spice Gas, you can't go wrong. We always cook in safely.
Just yesterday, my gas finished on me and again. Lord.
Well, I just say that Blossom. Let me know. Are you using Spice Gas?
Almost. Like seriously, almost. When we went to one of the distributors, they didn't have. But don't worry.
But this is why we do delivery. You can call our call center 415-1446 or 423-1446. So Blossom, let me tell you this. I need you right now to run on down to our retailer right here at Queen's Park and collect your complimentary Spice Gas. Because I want, when I come on this program next time, you'll be able to give us your testimony on this gas. Or cleaner, safer gas.
Don't make me run down there and I don't get complimentary gas.
No, run.
I gotta cut the program. I gotta cut the program short. Shireen, thank you very much. Anything you'd like to add? Encourage us to participate in the promotions. What do we need to keep in mind as we go about July?
Well, with the July Madness, as I said, don't get left behind. Go and get your refills. You can call our call center. We do delivery on 415-1446 or 423-1446. Don't get left behind. If you don't have credit to call center, please call me. We'll call you right back.
And remind us how we can enter the promotion, the July Madness promotion.
Fill out your name, your number, your address, and the cylinder number.
All right.
Get a chance to relax by the pool.
Thank you very much. Or get a standing fan, a microwave, or a blender.
Standing fan, that is correct. That is correct, Blossom.
Either way, you're going to be a winner. Just participate. Thank you very much, Shireen. Have yourself a good day.
Thank you, Blossom.
No problem.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Right. So as she said, it's July Madness at Spice Gas. Once you're a customer of Spice Gas, you have a chance to win a blender, a microwave, a fan, or a trip for two to True Blue Bay Resort. Relax by the pool in these COVIDious times. We'd like to thank Shireen for being our guest this morning. Let's see with 6 more minutes. So I have about 5 more minutes so we could get back to the question. Yeah, man. Let's get back to the question. We have a little bit of time. Question this morning: the positives of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let me look through the social media. Actually, there was a comment on WhatsApp that made me crow. Somebody on WhatsApp said, one of the positives of the COVID-19 pandemic, COVID brought us an opposition. Big facts. Good morning to Mr. Clement. It's been a while since we've had him on here at the GBN, but you're still my brethren. Good morning, Mr. Clement. Somebody else on WhatsApp says, COVID-19 exposed our weaknesses so we know how and what to address. It publicized the word of God is truth and the end is inevitable. Let me see what's on Facebook. Somebody on Facebook said, Okay. All right. No new comments on the Facebook. Let me go back by the landline. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Blossom.
Good morning. How you do?
Well, I'm doing wonderfully well, you know.
All right. Yes, man. I can hear
am so super excited right now. I'm good thing I'm sitting down because I can hardly contain myself.
Why?
Right?
Why are you so excited?
Well, I wake up this morning. God woke me up this morning.
Amen.
A lot of people don't wake up, you know.
True.
They've gone beyond the great beyond. I mean, so I'm in the land of the living. I'm living nice in Jesus Christ. Where the island of spice, where everything is nice in Jesus Christ.
Amen.
So I good to go?
You're good to go.
Right.
All right.
So my positive of the COVID is very early up in the, when we had the shutdown, the lockdown. I posted a message on Facebook. I was very cautious about that message. So I said, I thank God for the COVID, but I am afraid that I might be soon because the Church of Jesus Christ has awakened. The church was asleep. Oh my God, the church has awakened. Right? I used to say I have friends on Facebook that are Christians. I have pastor friends on Facebook that are Christians. And I used to say to myself, what are these people doing on Facebook? When the COVID come, man, everybody in your face with messages, Zoom messages, or you can't keep up with messages. And so I thank God for the COVID for a lot of different reasons, and not only for that, man, a lot of different reasons I thank God for the COVID. Because so many, yes, it's COVID have its bad, but what the enemy meant for bad, God is continually turning it around for good. Blossom. And Blossom, you're looking so lovely there. I mean, oh my God.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good day. Thanks for participating.
Should I go on the beach today?
Yes, you should. Take a dip.
Me alone?
Anybody you want to bring, just not outside of the household.
Just what?
Not outside of the household. And you can't have party, but go and take a dip with whoever is in your household.
So I can't even invite you.
Oh, okay, I'll wait from you from a distance.
Fair enough, fair enough.
All right, have a good day.
Bye, Blossom.
Bye. Yep, we still social distancing. Let's wrap it up. Let's see what's on YouTube. Somebody on YouTube says COVID has taught us to learn a better hygiene. Let me see what's on WhatsApp. COVID showed us that we can get through anything. Our government is on top of things. Final caller, good morning.
Hi, Blossom.
Good morning, Ms. J. All is well?
All is well, darling.
All right, one positive of COVID-19.
Let me tell you what the most positive thing for me is that I got to see the Word of God more openly, to see that what God says is really what happens. I've seen people who do not believe in God, anti-God people, are fulfilling Scripture, pinpoint, so accurately, caused me to realize the Word of God is not to be taken lightly, and all that God says is true, and it will come to pass. And I want to advise us Grenadians. You see, this COVID, I read about these things during my studies, right? And so I know what this is about. I know this is not just about a virus. It's about your soul. Satan is setting up himself to capture people from the body of Christ. Now, I was reading something last night, and what came to my mind was, the Lord says, I will build my church, not the pastors and them churches, my church. And the gates, G-A-T-E-S, those Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, those gates shall not have dominion over it. The gates shall not prevail against it. They are fighting against the church. But God says, I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail. These are the two gates that he was talking about. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Lord to the conspiracy theories. Thank you so much. Let's end it with this final WhatsApper. This WhatsApper says, my wife went to work for the first month during the COVID-19 lockdown while I was home doing all the chores and cooking. Now she wants me to continue in the kitchen, so COVID got me stuck. Oh Gray, I like it. Steady. Thank you guys so much for participating in the question of the day. Thank you to Shireen Williams of Gavin Plus, distributors of Spice Gas. Remember to run out and get your Spice Gas. It's cleaner, it's safer. Have yourselves a good Thursday. Let's get ready to join the BBC for the 8 a.m. newscast. The second test between West Indies and England is currently underway. The Windies won the toss, sent England into bat, and after 6 overs, England is now 9 runs for 0 wickets. 9-0. All right, bye. Let's join the BBC. Hold on there, Timmy. Don't try to trick me. Protect I and I. All right, bye.
Into your hands I submit my spirit. Almighty deliver me.
Twitter users had been hacked. After all, a tweet from his account asking people to send him some of the Bitcoin cryptocurrency was an obvious scam. Then, as similar messages requesting donations were tweeted by the accounts of Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Kanye West, and many others, it rapidly became clear that the security of Twitter itself had been compromised. Whether the aim was to make money or just mischief isn't clear.
This wasn't about fraud, I don't think. I think it was more about, doing the hack. But they received, I believe, over about $110,000 in their accounts. So people actually believe this hack, unfortunately. But it was very noisy. It was in the hacker community, we'd actually call this type of hack a little bit lame.
Twitter's boss Jack Dorsey said it was a tough day. We all feel terrible this happened. Then the company revealed that employees had been tricked by the hackers. Twitter says a technique called social engineering was used. This could mean, for instance, that an email arrived appearing to come from their boss and the employees handed over the keys to the entire system. There's also speculation that the fact that so many staff were working from home made them more vulnerable. Now, though, the reputation of a platform where politicians and celebrities are told that nobody can steal their identity has taken a major hit.
This compromises the entire verified system on Twitter. This is all the public figures with the blue tick next to their name. If they could take control of any of those with this hack or this access that they had, they could have done untold damage on the platform. And it's hugely embarrassing for Twitter.
President Trump was one prominent figure not caught up in this hacking scandal. But with the US election approaching, Twitter knows it must shore up its defences to avoid the risk that it could cause major damage to the democratic process. Rory Catlin-Jones, BBC News.
I spoke to our cybersecurity reporter Joe Tidy, who